criminal justice, healing, education. Time to awaken the community. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are currently watching and or listening. You guys should know me by now, but if you don't know me, my name is Holly Sisa, and I am the founder slash host of this lovely program, Morning Mimosas, where we value human life, justice, healing, and education for the Black and minority communities, although we love all people. Guys, today we are in for one hell of a treat. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, I just want to share a few commercials from two of our wonderful partners, starting with Ganell's Crafts. As you guys know, I usually rock my Ganell's Crafts fit for most episodes. So we're going to go ahead and play a commercial from Ganell's Crafts and Hartleyton this morning. Okay, let's take a look.
Hey, it's Harley Hendricks. I am the owner of Ganell's Crafts, where we make things handmade from our family to yours. And speaking of family, I want to thank Holly and Morning Mimosas for being an ongoing partnership here with us. So let's get it started. First of all, in 2025, we are doing wearables, which means that you could get some nice little clothing. I've made a couple of tops to start to market the fact that we are doing clothes this year. So yay. Please make sure that if you do order a custom wearable that you are prepared to get your measurements, as I cannot get your measurements, especially if you are far away. We are taking orders into June 13th, and if you mention Morning Mimosas at the end of your order, you get $10 off of the whole order. I definitely appreciate Holly for this ongoing partnership. Please make sure that you get your orders in. After I'm done running my mouth, I will have the instructions in writing, just in case me talking makes you forget what you're supposed to be doing. It's really easy to order. Hit us up, let us know what you want, and we let you know if we can do it. If we cannot do it, we will do our best to find a creator who can, because right now the girls are crocheting, and we are really grateful to be one of the girls who are crocheting. Period. I thank you again, Holly. I can't thank you enough for your partnership and your continued support. And I thank you, Morning Mimosa supporters, for hanging out and supporting my business. Even if all you do is share this commercial, I thank you. I hope you have a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this.
Thank you again, Harley, for your continued partnership with Ganell's Crafts. Guys, they're taking orders up until the 13th, so you have about 6 more days. So please make sure you guys are following the instructions to get you guys something made with love. Now, the next one, I absolutely love this young lady, Misha Gaines. She's also an amazing artist here in Colorado. She has her amazing business that I also want to share, which is Stars from Pluto's Events. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Misha has going on recently.
Hey.
Guys, that is another one of our amazing partners. So please, if you are in the Colorado area and you guys need an event done or just need help with some event planning, please make sure you guys are reaching out to Stars from Pluto's Events. Guys, drum roll. It is time for the queen herself, the Urban Seductress. But we're going to give her a proper Morning Mimosas welcome. You guys know how we do at the show. Let's welcome her to Morning Mimosas properly. Welcome, Miss Berry. Thank you so much for being on Morning Mimosas this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Super excited to have you on the show as well. A little bit of background on how I met Miss Berry. We were both at a taping of Therapy Thursday. She was one of the hosts of that segment that night, and it was just really beautiful to see her in that. I believe it was a champagne colored dress and like champagne
It
heels.
was. Oh, it was
Um,
snakeskin thigh-high boots to be exact.
yes, yes. But she looked absolutely beautiful in the
Thank
champagne
you.
color, guys. That was,
Thank you.
yeah, I just very, very memorable. But yeah, it was wonderful to meet her and several other ladies on that night. So I'm just grateful that I've kept in touch with her these last few months. So once again, thank you so much for being on my show. Pew,
Of
pew, 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 pew,
course.
pew, pew. I make my own sound effects. So
I like that. I like that. I can get with it.
so once again, welcome to the show, and tell the Morning Mimosa viewers a little bit about yourself first, because obviously here at Morning Mimosas we care about the person first. So tell the viewers about yourself.
My name is Renesha Berry, and I am a confidence coach, a professional choreographer, entrepreneur, mother, wife, and a best friend. I am a woman who is a girl's girl, and I love empowering other women. Black girl magic is my thing. It gives me life, and I love to pour life into other women through my work and my art. So that's a little bit about me, and I hope I own a company called Urban Seductress and a nonprofit organization called Shades of Brilliance, where all of my services are focused around movement for women, women's retreats, um, gatherings, get togethers, confidence workshops, and confidence coaching. So I have a lot of love to give and pour into women, and I absolutely love what I do. So that's a bit about what I do and how I give life through my art.
We absolutely love that. So since she gave a little bit about who she is, we're gonna go into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, which is urban seduction, which is what she
Yeah.
does, which is one of the things she does. I put respect on people. That's one of the things she does. She's
Thank
multi.
you.
So, um, how did you get into urban seduction and how did you come up with this beautiful concept of wanting to make sure that women were empowered through dance and everything else? I'm so
So
intrigued
urban
by that.
So Urban Seductress, well, we're going on this is our 10th year, so I'll be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. So I'm super excited. It has been such a journey, but I started off as a dancer, just naturally taught. If you know anybody who's known me from my past, from cousins and childhood friends, they know Renisha as a dancer. So as I continued to grow, I decided I think I really want to teach a hip hop and heels class, is what it started off as. This was about 10 years ago, and there was not really many people in Colorado doing that. And I wanted to bring something different, but the idea actually evolved during my pregnancy with my second child. All I knew, I was ready to let that baby drop. And I was like, as soon as this baby drops, I'm about to start teaching again and get back into dance. But I want to do a hip hop and heels class, but it actually expanded into an opportunity for me to teach women how to embody confidence, because that's one thing that I noticed was a gap. There was a gap that women were, filling, that they're like, I used to get a lot of compliments like, I love the way you dance. Do you teach a class that could show me how to move like that? Or I love your heels. Like I could never walk in something like that. So I started like listening to all the girls and the feedback, and I love the way you walk. I used to get a lot of compliments on how I carried myself. And I was thinking, how can I bring this idea of the things that women admire and are inspired by me, and how can I put it on a platter and give it to them? So the best way I could reach and teach is through my art, which is dance. I've been a dancer my whole life. So when I was pregnant with my second child, Jaden, who's now 10 as well, he I decided, you know what, let me start teaching. And I wanted a sexy name that felt, it made you curious. I still wanted you to know it was a black girl. So, and I also wanted you to know we had hip hop. So urban was like the vibe, but I wanted it to be something that was mysterious and unique and different. And I didn't want you to know exactly what it was when you said it. I want people to go seek and find. So when I say urban seductress, it really could be anything. So that was the reason why I came up with that name. But the intention behind the class was really to give women a reason to, a way to tap into their confidence in a different energy. So that's where that started.
That is absolutely amazing. I love that you do that for the Colorado community. So, for people that want to access your services, how do they go about doing that?
Call Tyrone. Just kidding. you could you could go to theurbanseductress.com. You can also find me on all platforms at the Urban Seductress. I offer everything from dance classes. Yes, we dance in heels. However, heels are not a requirement, just highly suggested. Everyone has different limitations, and that's okay. You do not have to be a beginner. I mean, you do not have to be a pro. Most women in my class are beginner, everyday women, moms, all of the above. But you can access me on all platforms at the Urban Seductress to access all of my services.
Perfect. I will make sure that I post that information in
Yeah.
the episode details.
Hmm.
So, I wanted to switch gears just a little bit to talk about your nonprofit as well.
Hmm.
What inspired you to also want to do a nonprofit on the side of wanting to make sure that you're empowering women um, in the way that you are?
So it actually started the mustard seed, excuse me, I can't talk this morning. The mustard seed that started it all, I came up with an idea called Black Girl Magic Saturday. And this was in 2022, I believe. I could be lying because I can't remember certain things. But I wanted to have a special day where I could bring Black women in the community that were business owners and wanted connection together in one space. So I reached out and I got um, women of color who had businesses to do like a pop-up Black Girl Magic pop-up shop is what we called it. So the day included a Black Girl Magic pop-up shop and then two back-to-back classes that were taught by Black women. So we partnered with Curly Girl Fitness and I can't remember her cousin's name, but they came together and they taught a glow in the dark twerk class. That was on the schedule. And then
Ooh.
my partner Aubrey Fullwood and I taught a collaborative heels class. So the way the day started is you come in, you get to shop the market for however long we had it set up. Came with like a t-shirt and like a little gift bag. We had sponsors. It was the cutest. And what we did was we shut down the Black Girl Magic workshop, pop-up shop, so that all of the vendors and all the women in the space could enjoy the movement together. So everyone joined in on the
Mm.
classes, well, whoever wanted to. But it was such a beautiful energy. We had such a good time. We started off with the glow in the dark twerk class, which was perfect to kind of get everybody going. And then we ended with a really lit heels class, and it was so much fun. And all the girls were just like, "So when's the next one?" And I was like, "Whoa, I just came up with this little cute idea. I wasn't expecting to do a next one so immediately." And as I started to plan for the following one, the following year, I started connecting with people that had big visions and they started expanding on my vision. Um, Especially my husband. He's a huge part of how that vision expanded. And I decided I wanted to make it an entire weekend. And then I decided I wanted it to be an opportunity for people to pay homage and respect to Black women in business and still be able to include everybody in the community. Like, you don't have to just be a Black girl to attend and to pay respects and to be involved in supporting. Um, and so it turned into Shades of Brilliance, which expanded into a bigger vision of being more inclusive, but also still being able to have the same intention. And it became Shades of Brilliance Women's Weekend. And then it was just like, oh, this needs to be a nonprofit. So I'm able to now, through my nonprofit, host women's events on a community based level. I also offer confidence coaching services to other nonprofit organizations and schools, and youth, as well as corporate professional development through Shades of Brilliance. So all kinds of amazing things through Shades of Brilliance, because I can't just walk into a school and be like, I'm the Urban Seductress. I'm here to teach your girls. So it's essentially the same intention. It's just under in a different umbrella and an opportunity for me to give back to the community, um, in a different way.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for explaining all of that. That was all. Everything you're doing is absolutely wonderful. I
Thank
catch you
you.
on social media quite a bit, and I'm always loving everything that you're doing, and I'm always wanting to come to a class, but
Yes.
I have two little ones, and
Yep.
you know how that goes. So,
Understandable.
um,
That's okay.
but I think one of my final questions will be, what is something that you want to say to both men and women,
Mhm.
um, to encourage them to continue to find themselves? Because that's what I think when I think of you, is you help women find themselves. So what do you want to say to the people about finding themselves based on what you do, is basically what I'm trying to ask.
Um, I would say that when it comes to reconnecting with yourself is first being honest with yourself about your journey, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to give yourself grace and to take moments of opportunity to pour into yourselves. I know a lot of times, especially as adults, we often move out of responsibility and obligation. And sometimes that can be very overwhelming, and we often give more of us than we have for ourselves. So I would encourage people to take opportunities to invest in yourself, whether it's time, whether it's joining a class or a cohort or something that can be a new space of support. Because sometimes we can't do it alone, and that's okay. And they're so right when they say it takes a village. And I know sometimes adulting can be hard and connecting with adults can be hard, but there
Sure.
really are programs, events, community network opportunities where you can just put yourself out there, because a lot of times what people don't get is in those spaces, people that desire the same things as you show up to those spaces. So it's completely in alignment to be able to make sure that you put yourself first as you continue to grow and continue to lead in your families, that make sure that you give yourself time, grace, and continue to make sure your cup is filled. That goes for the men and the women. You are deserving. If you move with love and continue to just believe in yourself, honor how you feel, and honor your journey, then it's a bit easier to get through life when you can move in your truth as opposed to showing up how everybody else does. That is what I would say.
I I absolutely love that. See, I was going to ask you for a final word after we discussed an event that she is doing this coming Friday the 13th, guys. Let's take a
Yes.
look at this lovely flyer that she has going on. So this will be
Yeah.
next Friday the 13th. I don't know if you guys are able to
Mhm.
see that. And if you guys aren't able to see that, once again, I will post it in the comments for you guys to take a look. But she has this wonderful event coming up next Friday, and I just wanted her to talk about it a little bit, and then I'm going to share a video clip of the Queen after that. So talk
Absolutely.
talk
This
to us.
is the Seductive Rodeo, a ladies' nighttime vibe. This is a partnership I have with the Museum for Black Girls. I absolutely love partnering with them. If you have not been there, the space is amazing. It's very important to be in spaces that honor us. And so I love aligning my brand with people that are on my vibe. So hey, everyone's into the line dancing thing, and I'm into sexy R&B, so I figured they got some sexy R&B line dances out there. So this is for the grown and sexy. If you want to come and learn, we're gonna do the dangerous line dance. And we're gonna get our sexy on. I always offer classes where I require you to dress up because we're in Colorado and the struggle be real. But guess what? Urban Seductress always has a reason for you to dress up. So get your sexy glam Western wear. We're gonna have signature drinks that night, so opportunity to kind of mingle, take pictures in a museum. It gives you access to explore the museum, and then we're gonna have a really lit line dance class. So if you're a beginner, that's okay. Come anyway. It doesn't matter the age. This is for the grown and sexy women. Come out. Make sure you get your tickets. Class is filling up, and it's always a good time. I promise you will never leave my class feeling defeated, and you will definitely always be ready for a Beyonce video. Period.
I I absolutely love that. And guys, if you guys are in the Colorado area, or if you guys are coming into Colorado or and are in the Denver area, please make sure you guys are coming to that, and please support Miss Berry and everything that she's doing. Before we get out of here, though, I actually want to share a video clip of the Queen here dancing before we get out of here, just to show you guys that she is too legit to
Not
quit.
playing with y'all.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this, guys. I absolutely.
Now come and kick it with the twist. I can see me sitting in the back of a cop car, banging my head on the window. I can see me slamming that last couch shot glasses and everything in my bill phone. Ooh, that's what I do when I'm drinking by you. So I don't wanna go downtown, doing what we used to. Twist the top on another rail. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of hurting about you. Nothing ever changes. I think I wanna stay right here tonight, 'cause I can be dangerous. 'Cause I can be dangerous.
Guys,
Hey.
I absolutely love that, guys. So once again, if you are in the Colorado area, or if you're coming to Colorado for a vacation, please link up with Miss Berry just to have a good time. Seriously, that's what it is. She's about confidence and having a really, really good time. Guys,
Absolutely.
absolutely love this guest. We're gonna have her on again to have, maybe a different kind of conversation, that I'm looking forward to. Um, Guys, this is Miss Berry. Do you have any final words for our people before we jet out for the weekend?
I do. If you guys are looking to not only dance, but tap into some building connections, networking with other women, and also building up your confidence, I have some upcoming retreats. I will be partnering with Ignite. Sorry, I have a business partner, and she has a book called Money Mindfulness. And we are hosting a retreat, a getaway retreat in July, focused on mastering money mastery and building your confidence. So mastering yourself in all areas. It's an amazing retreat women. There are limited spots to that, and that will be in July. You can find all of the information on my website. And come October, I am hosting a retreat with my business partner Danielle Kim Empowerment, and we are hosting a Glow at Hawaii retreat in October. So stay tuned for all of my other upcoming events and classes this summer, and you can find me on all platforms at theurbanseductress.com.
Absolutely perfect. Once again, all of her information will be posted both here on Facebook and for our YouTubers. And then also when it goes on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music and Audible, all of the information will be ready for her at the time. Guys, this is Morning Mimosas, where we value human life, justice, healing, and education for the Black and minority communities. We will see you guys next week. Ta ta.
Thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you.